Thank you, everyone. I'm London Breed. I'm the mayor of San Francisco, and I'm here today with so many of our small businesses. We're here at the Pasta Company on Clement Street. We're so excited to be here. We're here with the person who's in charge of the Merchants Association, Cynthia Huey. We're here with Ben Blyman of the Entertainment Commission, and we have some of our department heads. I don't know why they're over there hiding. Maggie Whelan and Katie Tang, they are the two people who were so instrumental in working with small businesses, working with our nightlife and entertainment, and trying to bring not just a lot more ease to do business in San Francisco, but also a little bit of fun. So I'm really excited to be here today to sign the legislation that will make it simple, that involves getting to yes. And in fact, Anthony could probably tell his story better than I can, but this is one of the projects that has benefited from Proposition H when we worked together to make changes to some of the city regulations and how small businesses are able to operate. So they didn't have to do some simple things like have an architect redo certain plans and do a posting. And I mean, it saved, how much money did it save, Anthony?
A lot of time, a lot of money.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. So then he's able to hire more people, open faster, provide services to the city, and still be able to pay some taxes that we definitely need for San Francisco. So this is how we need to make sure that businesses grow and they thrive, and not to mention first year free. This was one of our first places that was able to get city fees and permits and other things waived as a way to generate business opportunities in our various neighborhood corridors. As a result of this program, which has been in existence for almost 2 years, about 3,600 new businesses have opened all throughout San Francisco, and we're really excited and proud to be here today to sign legislation that will change over 100. Well, I got to take you back a little bit. When Katie Tang came to my office and said, Mayor, I have this, it's 100, all the things you've been talking about, because I would get really upset when, especially in Coal Valley, there was a coffee shop they wanted to have, like just somebody play guitar and all the drama with that. They wanted to add another pop-up to sell something outside of just coffee. And the process of what they had to do to get live music into their establishment, to maybe sell a local person's jewelry in a coffee shop, it just should not be so hard. And so San Francisco is, in the past, mostly notorious for saying no. And our new model, how do we get to yes? How do we say yes to small businesses? How do we say yes to new opportunities? How do we make it easier for people to set up shop like this and to thrive and to be an incredible community asset? So that's why we are here today, because surprisingly, we got those different pieces of legislation through the Board of Supervisors. And we didn't just want to celebrate in City Hall, we wanted to celebrate with an example of a business that is not only benefited, but will continue to benefit from many of the changes that we introduced. And hopefully, as I said, it'll make our neighborhoods a lot more fun. This is a really special neighborhood that we're in, and I see the Captain Canning is joining us. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you to some of our other businesses from throughout San Francisco, from the Haight, from Chinatown, and other merchants who came here to provide support. So this is really wonderful. We can't just say we support small businesses and then not do anything about it. This is doing something about it, and I'm really excited and proud of what we've been able to do. And so now, is it you or is it him? Okay. I was going to say to talk about the fun parts of the legislation, but to talk about, just a few things and how small businesses will benefit as a result. And I know you never thought a day like this would come where we would make such significant changes, but we have not only the head of the Merchants Association, but a small business owner on Clement Street that's joining us today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Cynthia Huey.
Thank you for making all of us so comfortable this morning. I was a little nervous. Good morning, everyone. My name's Cynthia Huey. I'm the president of the Small Business Commission. And, you know, small business owners are passionate, resourceful, and creative people. I opened my shop with my sister in 2010 and had been running my family's oral surgery practice well before that. This opportunity to create a business in this neighborhood changed my life profoundly. As a Bay Area native, I've not only built businesses in the city, but also raised my family. I've been fortunate to represent the small businesses on Clement Street, in the Richmond district, and now citywide. For the past several years, and for the whole time that I've been here in San Francisco and living in the Bay Area, which is my whole life, I've been very proud to call this my home. Our city is full of innovative and compassionate people who want to make this world a better place. Today, with these new pieces of legislation, that road will be easier to navigate. By allowing more businesses to open on the ground floor, we're bringing vibrancy, creativity, and new life into our corridors. Now, if they want to enhance their retail stores by serving food or drinks, they can, all over the city. I'm excited to see what type of new retail storefronts, new businesses, new ideas come to life. Mayor Breed, thank you so much for listening to the voices of the many small businesses who have shared their stories. I think we can find them all over the internet, on the streets, and definitely during our holiday celebrations. And thank you so much for making the dream of opening a business now much more accessible for anyone who has that dream. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, now I'm really excited to pass the mic over to Ben Blyman, the Vice President of the Entertainment Commission. Thank you.
Hey, everyone. Whoa. So I was the principal author on Prop H a few years ago, and it came from a document that I put together that then the mayor's office, with unflagging leadership, was able to get over the finish line with incredible public support. So thank you for that. And what I realized when I started advocating about a decade ago for small business in San Francisco is that everybody agrees that there's a problem. Everybody agrees it's too hard, but everybody wants a simple solution for fixing it. And unfortunately, it is the result of a hodgepodge of literally decades of different zoning and permitting and fees and legislation that all kind of overlap one another and create kind of an onion situation where you try to peel back one layer and can't ever get to the bottom. What we realized is that in order to kind of undo the red tape, that you had to take things one at a time and focus on a lot of different things at once instead of some big soundbitey thing that would make a big splash but not do much. Prop H was a huge success. However, we were unable to put in some measures into it that are near and dear to my heart, which is the nightlife in San Francisco. So I just want to talk a little bit about what this new piece of legislation does specifically for nightlife and how big a deal that is. The most important thing it does is that it allows nightlife businesses, from clubs, restaurants, even wine bars that are just serving wine, to avail themselves of the 90-day expedited permitting. And that sounds kind of wonky, but it's a very big deal, because while you're waiting months and months and months for a hearing from planning or other departments, you are paying rent that entire time before you're even opening. And you're bleeding out money that you simply do not have. You're going back to investors, you're going back to people and asking them for more money, and there's no guarantee that you ever get open. There's no guarantee that they approve it. And so this is huge, huge, huge for these businesses, and I'm so thrilled that it's in there. So thank you for that. Secondly, it allows a planning code regime for what are called Type 90 liquor licenses, and I will not regale you with the details of those, but they're a very, very big deal for live music venues and allow live music venues a lot better chance of thriving in the city, and now we'll have a code for that locally. And it also does a lot of things to just remove simple zoning restrictions that won't allow one person with a guitar to play at a coffee shop in large swaths of our city, which I think everybody can agree, especially post-COVID, makes no worldly sense whatsoever. So I want to thank the mayor's office for putting this through. In my mind, it's as impactful, if not more, than Prop H even was. And I want to thank Maggie and Ben Van Houten and Katie Tang and certainly Mayor Breed for putting this through. It's a very, very big deal. So Thank you for that. I want to introduce Anthony Strong. I have a business across the street. I come here all the time for the pasta. It's incredible to bring home, and people think you are a very skilled chef if you don't tell them where you got it for, and you just boil it and heat it up and put it together. So this is Anthony Strong. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Okay. Bear with me, I'm a cook. So I'd like to thank everyone for coming by Pasta Supply Co. today, and a big thanks to Mayor Breed for getting this legislation passed to remove the barriers that a lot of small businesses face in getting open and growing. It was thanks to Prop H that I didn't have to undergo a neighborhood notification process when I was simply trying to get a beer and wine license here. And thanks to additional improvements on the permitting process, I also didn't have to spend an excess of time and money hiring an architect and producing professional plans when we didn't need any construction to be done. As business owners, we need to be focusing on our craft, on serving our customers, on operating our businesses, and we just don't have time to spend on requirements that don't make sense. And it's so important for our decision makers and our government to continue to remove any of these barriers and encourage entrepreneurship and encourage things that make our communities thrive and grow and just be fun. We're looking forward to someday, hopefully, expanding Pasta Supply Co. in San Francisco. And I know these improvements will definitely help in continuing with our permitting journey. And so thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
See? Easy. You listen to the folks, you make the changes in policies, you sign the legislation, and you get back to your jobs. Simple. So let's sign this piece of legislation.
Quick group photo, and we're gonna get head to behind the counter.
Oh, we're going behind the counter?
Yes.
Ooh, did you make some samples in
You're
there?
cooking. You're cooking.
All right, we're gonna look here. 1, 2, 3.
All right. Okay, let's
Carrie's
go.
gonna lead the